don't stop. Down in the wasteland, you don't stop. In the veins of a fiend, you don't stop. Uncle L bring the rocket summer love, baby. Out in the boondocks, you don't stop. Down in the wasteland, you don't stop. In the veins of a fiend, you don't stop. Uncle L bring the rocket summer love, baby.
First class, coach, first class. Yeah, private jet. First things first, how's the grandmother?
My grandmother's fine. My grandmother's fine. I love her very much. She's fine.
That's
She's doing well.
Did you ever expect it would get this big? You would get this big?
Well, you know, you never know. You know, I'm just very thankful that I had the opportunity to do what I'm doing and have the opportunity to continue doing what I'm doing. You know, you never know. But I just try to, you know, pursue my goals and pursue my dreams and work as hard as I can to take it to the highest level possible.
Now, you're involved with this camp, and you have been for quite some time, I understand. What does it mean? What lessons do you think you've learned in life that you can impart to these children that keep you coming back year after year?
Well, I think that the important thing is that people care, and that there are people out there that are sincere. They're far and few between, but you do meet them occasionally, and I happen to be one of them. And, you know, I come here and we attach that banner Camp Cool J and work in conjunction with Camp Vacamos and bring some kids up here, and it makes me feel good. You know, I guess in a way it's kind of a portion of my tithing in life. You know, give some to the church, give some to God, give some to the camp. Try to give back to God and the community because, you know, at the end of the day, that's your support system, you know.
Do you think you could have seen yourself doing this, let's say, 10 years ago, you know, way back?
If someone would have guided me to do it, yeah. If I had someone to tell me, this is what we need to do with your money, this is what needs to happen when you work, you know, you need to help some kids who are just like you, yeah, I would have did it, but no one told me. Sometimes it's you know, I think everything in life is a growing process, so, you know, you grow to the point where you understand the importance of certain things. Like, you know, 2 weeks for a young kid coming out of Brooklyn or Jersey or Connecticut, coming up here for 2 weeks, that's an important thing. It's a big deal. So I do it and I feel good about it.
Now, as you know, last year Madonna had a child and everyone's talking about how she changed and how she's more spiritual and how she's more grounded.
Right.
Has your 3 children changed you in any way?
Well, my oldest son will be 9 in September, so, you know, 9 years ago I had kids. So have my children changed me? I don't think so. I think that, you know, I've just learned a lot. I've learned some from them, but I think that I've just matured a lot. You know, I don't necessarily think that children change you unless you recognize the importance of having children. Absolutely. You know, so, you know, you got a lot of people running around with kids. It ain't changed nothing. It hasn't changed anything. So, you know, but, you know, I've matured a lot and learned a lot, so this is a good thing for me.
And you've been coming back here for how long? 4 years?
I guess this is going on 6 or 7 years now.
Do you see yourself in any of the kids down here that you speak to or that you lecture to when you come?
Yeah, because when I walk in, you know, sometimes they're like quiet and they look at me like I'm crazy. And that's the same thing I would do, you know, kind of just watching, studying a person. You know, yeah, I do see myself in it. And, you know, I'm glad that I can do this because if the tables were turned, I would want to be able to come here. And I would want that guy I see on TV or that guy I see in the movies or the guy I heard on the radio once to help me, you know, so.
What do you want the kids to take away from meeting LL, James Todd? How was born, how was raised?
I think, you know, what I would like them to take away from meeting me is just, you know, I can be focused, I can make it. I believe in myself, I have faith. Dreams are real, you can touch them, you can grab them. You can make your fantasies tangible, you can make things that are in your imagination a reality if you work towards your goals.
Now, what is next for you? You've made your on-screen appearance in Halloween 2. What other projects do you have going on?
I'm working on an action movie now with Samuel L. Jackson, and Rennie Harlan is directing it. He directed Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger, The Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm doing that film. Then after that film, I'm working on a project with Oliver Stone called Any Given Sunday. It's a movie about the NFL, and that has Al Pacino in it, and Ving Rhames, just a lot of guys in it. You know, it's a great movie. So, you know, those are the 2 projects right now that I'm working on.
How did you feel about your television series? Did that prepare you for the film, do you think?
Well, TV doesn't really prepare you for film. It gets you used to the cameras and stuff, but I think that it's a whole different world. And I didn't start studying with a teacher until after the series was over. You know, now the series is over, we're basically going to go back and film some more episodes so the show can go into syndication. But after that, the series is gone. But I've been studying, and I think that that's made the biggest difference.
Now, there's been a trend the last couple of years of rap stars going to TV or going to film. Latifah did it, Will Smith did it. Do you see this continuing, or was this in any way indicative of your decision to pursue that?
You know what I think? I think that right now, everything is always a trend. There's a trend rappers go platinum, there's a trend rappers do this, there's a trend that rappers do that. The reality is, 10 to 12 years from now, you know, then you'll find out who's really an actor and who's not. You know, it's easy to take your stage persona and your hip-hop persona and just transfer it to in front of the film. But to be recognized as a great actor and to be recognized as someone who can really act takes time. You can't do that overnight. And that's just a matter of time. So we just have to let it unfold. I think that what once was perceived as a trend will eventually be, you know, you'll have people that are recognized for being official at what they do.
What do you want your legacy to be when all is said and done, and you records are just back there? What do you want?
I'm not thinking about that right now. I'm thinking about going all the way to the top. Then I'll tell you all that. Read my epitaph later, man.
Thanks a lot.
You got a ladybug on you. Must be lucky.
City Rhythms the deal. It's your host KB. We had a great time up here. Camp Cool J playing ball, having mad fun. Me, El Knot hit me.
Oh my God! It was
bruising.
It was a nasty situation.
Yo, my knees are still hurting right now. Robbing. It was Queen versus Queen.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So yo, City Rhythms. Go check out another LL Cool J video.
Diggity.
Had mad fun.
Matter of fact, everybody be on the lookout for my man Keith Murray's new song, Incredible, because I'm guest appearing on it. And he made a hot joint. Eric Sermon produced it. Check it out.
Y'all heard it first.
And it's also, for your information, it's the last song on May. So
last
enjoy.
joint?
Yeah.
You heard it?
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. All right, City Rhythms. Peace.
All right, Al.